welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, and this is Ken.
Hi.
And that's Ham, who was answering for Ken. I wasn't even talking about you yet. You already put your hand in the air. And we're back with Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 4, or Chapter 20, since they are going by chapters. So, last week, I beat the system. I flipped it. And that destroyed the YouTube bots from finding my video. Last week on the show, there was a lot of Dr. Pershing, which I was like, I didn't really care about that storyline.
Yeah, part of the no views might be that there's a 40-minute kind of subplot stuck in the middle of the show that really wasn't all that whoop-de-doo. So,
yeah, obviously it's there for a reason.
I know,
they don't often put things in there.
It's building something later, but it was a long distraction.
It was.
For, characters that don't super give a darn about.
Yeah. One character we knew, and the rest of them we didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just like, I thought that Mando had gone to Coruscant, and then, we didn't get Mando for a really long period of time, and I'm sorry, I want to see Mando, and I want to see Grogu. If other people are there, fine, but those are the two. If you put Luke Skywalker, I'm all over it, but I don't know. So yeah, I was kind of like, that wasn't my favorite episode.
Nah.
Because we rewatched one while we ate dinner.
That's the thing, like I was talking about last show, is of course now with this switch to, a more storytelling mode, when you're doing episodic stuff, you can put everything you want in one episode, but I mean, like lots of other shows do this. You watch Walking Dead, they've always got the filler episodes in the middle of the season so they can save up enough money to do the gigantic big conflict at the end. And so there's all the ones where everyone's looking into each other's eyes and contemplating the universe
and you're like
philosophizing statements and making statements of that where that that's gonna get them killed. So yeah, that stuff happens all the time in shows, and if that's what they're doing with Mandalorian, then shows like what we encountered last week are going to become part of the narrative.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's different when there's an investment in a character. Like, I don't really care about Pershing. I mean, there is a little bit of back in the fact that he obviously didn't want to do what he was doing to Grogu. That was clear.
Yeah, that was clear, though, back then. That was something that we needed revealed.
Is this a setup to show that Moff Gideon is still alive and calling the shots?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Managing an episodic show.
Did they off him?
Yeah, well, yeah, managing, self-contained episodes with full story arcs within them is a lot easier than managing a full episodic show that's now building towards a larger narrative. That's going to put a lot more strain on the writing team, and so we'll see if they're up to it.
I guess. We'll have to see. I don't know. It was funny because Ken was like, "Let's rewatch last week's episode." I'm like, "Wait," but the only parts I'd really want to rewatch were the beginning with Mando and the end with Mando. I will be rewatching it with my mom.
That's a telling statement right there that that 40-minute distraction really wasn't worth the time invested in it.
Well, I mean, I love the Pedro, so everybody else just jumping on the Pedro wagon now. I've been on the Pedro wagon for a while. Well, I love Pedro.
Oh, you're kind of redoing the plot of The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent there.
Yeah, that was a good show though. So yeah. The Bubble, not so much. Just watch the Pedro scenes in The Bubble. The rest of the movie's not worth it. But Pedro is worth it. His character is funny, but the show itself is not. And a lot of people have said that. The Bubble wasn't the best movie. No, it was not. But Pedro himself was awesome. And that's why all these clips are showing up of him from The Bubble.
He does make the best of whatever
he does.
Junk he's given, so
that's true.
It happens.
And I've seen all of his movies, every single one. So I do know. I can tell you which ones were great and which ones were. Give it a pass.
Yeah, he made he was he was something that made Wonder Woman 2 interesting.
Oh, he was amazing.
Like, he was the only thing that made that thing interesting.
Oh my god!
Like if it hadn't been for Pedro, that would have been just like barf.
Well, and I loved him in Kingsman: Golden Circle.
Yeah, that's true.
He was great in that. He also is well, of course, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
He's in this hilarious movie called Blood-Sucking Bastards, where he is in fact a vampire. It's like an office movie, like but with crazy stuff's going on in this office and nobody believes this guy. Mm-hmm. It's really happening. So yeah, those are some really great movies I think people should see. I have a list of every show and movie and interview that this man has ever done, including all the shorts and also the Spanish shows. I've watched the Spanish shows as well. So there you go.
Man, someone's going to have to get a restraining order against you pretty soon.
In fact, it's right there. All the Pedro shows right there. On my desktop. Anyway, and every skit from Saturday Night Live in a file. I am obsessed. But what will happen on today's episode, I don't know. Will Moff Gideon show up? Will we finally get that reveal? Will we find out what happened to Dr. Pershing's brain? Is he dead?
Do we care?
Well,
not that much. No,
but sorta. I don't know. And now that Bo-Katan's a part of the clan, will she be happy about it? Will she take off and do her own thing? What's gonna go down? I think there could be a whole show based on Bo-Katan trying to adapt to the culture of the cult.
Absolutely.
You're not exactly good at that.
That does interest me quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for the inevitable rough road that's going to be there because I think that's an interesting side plot. That's a side plot that I wouldn't mind having 40 minutes spent on it in the middle of another
as long as
episode.
Baby's walking around. I mean, really, or put an Anzelin back in there. I loved him.
No squeezes.
No squeezes.
Bad baby.
Bad baby. All right, well, let's just get to the episode because I don't know what's going to happen in this one. What crazy storyline will we have today?
They're shooting at?
It's training.
Yeah, but they're still going to be shooting at something.
I don't know. Oh!
Hey, little buddy.
He's not moving those. No! Don't eat it, baby.
Put down the rocks, kid. It's time that you learn with the other Foundlings.
What?
Playtime's over.
Aww! Oh, playtime's over. He's just a baby. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to play with him.
Next challenger. Winner.
How can you expect him to do that?
If he is ever to rise from foundling to apprentice, he must learn.
He's just a baby.
Judge.
What?
He challenges.
He is too small.
I am his ward. Proceed.
No.
Why doesn't he wear a helmet?
He is too young to speak the creed, and so too young to wear a helmet.
Then he's too young to fight.
Fighters, arm yourselves.
Oh my god, what? Let me get arm this little tiny baby. Ah!
Don't worry. My dad was the same way. He's just proud of you.
Begin! Point!
Grogu.
Look at me, look at him.
Ready. Begin!
Oh!
Grogu, I've seen what you can do. It's okay. Show them.
Right.
Ready. Begin! 3 points. Winner!
There you go.
Did you teach him that?
Not me.
More like giant things here that have no food supply. guess they...
No blasters, it'll kill the child. Follow it to its lair. I'm out of fuel. It always gets away.
Let's go.
You are too young to join them. All in good time. Come, Grogu.
Come, Grogu.
If you wish to become a Mandalorian, there is much work to attend to.
He's so tiny. God.
It'll be okay.
No, he's just so freaking cute. Oh no.
Remembers. Order 66.
The elevator! Get the youngling into Kelleran! Go!
Everything's gonna be all right, kid.
One free on sub-level platform 1215.
Oh no.
Don't let them escape.
Oh no. No! Let's hear the train coming. Oh, Jesus.
Don't worry. We're gonna meet up with some friends of mine. But hold on. It's gonna be a bumpy landing.
Keller and Beck?
They're right behind me.
What about the others?
There are no others.
Everybody down! Move it! Move it!
No.
Take the ship. It's fueled and ready to go. Come on!
He's got PTSD.
He certainly does. When he doesn't like to hear those loud noises.
Mandalorian steel shall keep you safe as you grow stronger.
Is that his little, is that a shield?
You will grow into this rondelle as you grow into your station. Foundling Grogu.
It's a little flak jacket.
It's like a bulletproof vest.
But he's already got...
Oh my
He's
god!
already got chainmail.
How do you eat when other people are around?
You don't. When you get your food, you go off to find a place where you can take off your helmet.
And now we know. Although he was eating it for a
You are the
Grogu.
leader of the war party.
Yep.
You have the honor of staying by the fire.
Oh.
This is the way.
I see a heat source there.
Wait until we clear the area.
He's my son.
That's his son? It's a baby. Oh no, you got babies. Oh no!
That's so good.
Hey, oh!
She's alive!
Yeah, she... Oh no! Oh, dang it! Oh! Well, she has babies too.
The crocodile. Guess they've earned their pay for the week.
Bo-Katan Kryze, you have honored your house and all of Mandalore. You have done the highest honor of the creed, saving a foundling.
And we have brought you 3 more foundlings in need of care and training.
Is that so?
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
Well, I guess they got dragons now.
Yeah, Mother of Dragons.
Would it be acceptable to wear one pauldron of the Night Owl and another with the Mythosaur?
The Mythosaur belongs to all Mandalorians. It is always acceptable to wear.
What would you say if I told you I saw one?
Ooh.
That you saw what?
A Mythosaur.
A Mythosaur.
I would say you are very lucky.
I mean a real one. Beneath the living waters on Mandalore.
When you choose to walk the way of the Mandalore, you will see many things.
Here I was worried about the little babies, and they took care of the babies. Ahmed Best is the voice of Jar Jar. Who did he play? Nudes.
That's the Jedi.
That's who that was. You're right. He was the voice of Jar Jar in the original trilogies.
So finally gets redemption.
Oh, that's awesome. I forgot about that Jedi. What was his name? Kennerell? Yay!
That was exciting.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
Kudos. And yeah, just at the end in the credits, I saw the name Ahmed Best, and I thought, that's Jar Jar Binks. So, yeah, Ken figured out that was the guy who played, I think it was Kennerell, the Jedi that was saving Grogu from Order 66. So, yay Ahmed Best, back in the Star Wars universe.
Doing something that doesn't suck.
Nay, back off. He's a poor guy. Tries his best with a character that becomes hated by everybody.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't hate Jar Jar. I don't hate him. Do I find him annoying? Yeah. But you know what?
He's dumb, man.
Stop it. Doesn't matter. He was the comic relief for children in Phantom Menace. And then they downsized his part in the second movie.
They made the senator. He kind of basically sold the farm.
He did. He kind of wrecked everything. But whatever. Anyway, Ahmed Best, very good. So, what did we see in that one? Well, Order 66.
Yeah.
So, we'll go through Grogu's story first, and then...
PTSD.
So, Grogu was playing with some creatures. And then he was told playtime was over. And it was time for him to train.
Yeah.
It was time for him to train. What? So, yeah. So they're all like, "No, he's too little," and I'm like, "He's too little. He's a baby. Stop! You can't train him." And they're all like, "Why doesn't he wear?" Well, the other foundling was like, "Why doesn't he wear a helmet?" And Mando's like, "Because he can't talk and swear the creed. He speaks Grogu babble right now." And if he ever learns to talk, he'll be very sad. He has to be, because then he'll have to wear a helmet. We won't get to see his little face anymore. So he's not allowed to learn how to talk. So anyway, there was a little match between him and a foundling. 3 darts, which were paintball darts.
Yep.
The first one to land 3 direct hits wins. Well, Grogu's just standing there and he gets hit twice. Because he's trained himself not to use his powers in front of people.
Yeah.
Because that's dangerous. I think we'll learn more about how he became so afraid and did silence his powers through the flashbacks. But yeah, then Mando gave him permission and said, "No, it's okay. you're safe.
I've seen you do it.
You can use your powers. And so he did. He jumped around like a little jelly bean, and then he nailed the dude 3 times. Like 1, 2, 3. It wasn't wasn't even a time to blink. That's how fast Grogu was moving.
3-round burst.
So then he was like, ee! Then Mando said he was so proud of him. And then another creature from this hellish planet came. It was a giant dragon.
I don't know how this planet supports all these large life forms. There doesn't seem to be much of a food supply other than the occasional Mandalorian wandering around here.
So apparently this dragon has come before and scooped up Mandalorians, and they haven't been able to rescue anyone. So they scooped up a little dude, took him away, and
The same little dude.
Yes, the same little dude that was fighting Grogu. I thought that this dragon was going to get Grogu. I swear to God. But had he, Grogu would have put him to sleep.
Forced him and
like, you're my friend now. So it wasn't Grogu. It was a little Mando. And then everyone tried to save him with their jetpacks, but they all ran out of fuel.
Yep.
Bo-Katan, however, used her ship.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Yes.
And she found him where the nest was, and then they made a plan, and she was the leader.
Yep.
So she led them up scaling this mountain, and we found out the son was Pax Vizsla's son, and they got there, mistakenly thought he was the thermal image they saw in the nest, but it was actually one of her babies. There were 3 little dragon babies, and we'll get to the lovely coincidence of that in a second. But the fact that the mom literally barfed the son back out. Like, the little Mando was regurgitated and dangled over the babies. Very bird-like, but hadn't been actually processed. He was going to be like...
I don't know how he lived in there, but... You know.
I guess he's got his helmet. Maybe I don't know. We don't question these things. So then... They saved him finally. They killed the big mob. Well, they didn't. The big crocodile made a reappearance.
The crocodile's mate came along.
Oh, yeah, the other one. The other one's dead. Another giant. There's always a bigger fish. Either Qui-Gon or Obi-Wan said that in Phantom Menace when they were traveling in the underwater zone of Naboo. So there's always a bigger fish. This time was the crocodile, ate them. And here I was freaking out. I'm like, there's 3 babies. Yeah. Okay, you've rescued your own, but now you've left these 3 babies without their mom. She was just trying to provide for her child. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it was.
Yeah.
And she got killed for it. But to my utter shock, Bo-Katan and her party bring these 3 dragon babies back.
Bo-Katan is the mother of dragons.
She's the mother of dragons. And they have to call one of these dragons Drogon. I swear to God. Another Game of Thrones reference after the Jaime Lannister pit reference from before. Yeah. This is making me laugh so hard. So yeah, there's 3 baby dragons that are newfoundlings. Mm-hmm. We'll see how that goes down. But I was really happy.
They can't speak the creed either.
I don't think they can speak anything or ever. But maybe they can train them to ride on them. Yeah. Like the Rancor.
Yeah, maybe they can, help them catch other things around here too.
But I thought it would have been cool had they taken Grogu with them, and he would have just, put the mommy to sleep like he did the Rancor, and then all would have been well. But that's too easy.
It's already happened, so you got to do something different.
Well, and the other Mandalorians don't really know what Grogu really is. I don't think they know he has the Force. Just the Armorer does.
Yeah.
Yeah. She knows he belongs with the Jedi or is a Jedi. So meanwhile, Grogu's left behind, and the Armorer decides she's going to teach him the ways. So he busts a little move, panting, all the way to her forge, and she's teaching him about that. But just like last time, when he heard a loud noise before. Was it her and the banging before that caused him to have a flashback? I think it was.
Don't recall.
I think from the first season, when the Armorer was making things for Mando, the pounding gave Grogu his PTSD, and he remembered the sounds from Order 66. So we got to see a continuation of Jedi's trying to get him out.
Yeah.
Whether they were just trying to save him because he was a foundling, or whether they were trying to save him because he's super important, I don't know. But Ahmed Best showed up. He was the what was his name? Kennerell. I can't remember his actual name. Anyway, he got away with Grogu. Not without a lot of problems. Yeah. They were fighting him the whole way. Even all his crew that landed a ship for him, I think they all got offed. And then he took off with what looked like a ship from Naboo. It was very streamlined and silver. And that's kind of where we're at with Grogu's backstory. So far we know that he was saved. But where did he go from there? That's what I want to know. Because Order 66 was back prior to Return of the Sith, so prior to Yoda dying. So, do they go see Yoda? What will happen? I don't know. Will they, they can't de-age Obi-Wan or whatever, but Obi-Wan was still alive at that time as well. Yep. So, as far as we knew, the only Jedis that escaped the Order were in the original trilogy. We knew were Obi-Wan and Yoda. But then we know there's others. There were others that survived, including Ahsoka, who actually never became a full-fledged Jedi. But she's out there. Luke's out there, but he wasn't in Order 66. His father caused Order 66. Yes. So yeah, I'm that backstory is really interesting to me. I really want to know what is the deal with Grogu. Is he related to Yoda like everyone suspects? Is he just one of Yoda's people? Where are the rest of Yoda's people? Do they have a planet? Where'd they come from? They're the biggest mystery that George Lucas ever put in the Star Wars series because he won't tell us. So, anyway, yeah, so Grogu got a little mud horn chest plate thing.
Yeah, to go over his little chainmail suit.
Little chainmail, so she took off. They must have I don't know how he got clean. They got to wash his little robe because it's covered. It has some paint stains on it now. So they put his little round thing on him. And then later, Bo-Katan came back, and the armorer replaced one of her arm.
Baldwin.
Yeah, because we saw that fly off while she was over one of the lake fighting.
Right.
And that's when she decided she looked at the mythosaur on the wall and decided she would like a mythosaur on the other side. She has a night owl on one side. And the Mando armor asked her if she wanted another night owl. She said, no, would it be okay to have a mythosaur? And then she kind of dropped the bomb that, what would you say if I actually told you I saw one? And the armor's like, yeah, in your dreams, blah, blah, blah. That's so nice. It's like, no, seriously, in reality. Well, when we walked away of the Mandalore,
we see many things.
The armorer didn't discount it. She didn't really care. She was kind of like, you do you, boo. If you saw her, you're very lucky.
Well, there's lots.
I don't think she cared.
Lots of large animals around this planet, so that's for sure. So.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to be that the armorer lives in any sort of. She doesn't need to know other people's business.
Yep. That's
kind of how she goes. It's like, okay, you removed your helmet, black and white, you're gone. Okay, no, you're back. Everything's good. So Bo-Katan is also learning the ways of the Mandalore. And she learned that to eat your food, you eat it alone when you take your helmets off. Which we saw Mando do season 1, episode 4, when he was on that planet with all the little kids and Grogu was outside playing.
Yeah, the nice-looking lady was interested in him.
Yeah, but she didn't see him when he took his helmet off, even though he was clearly in a window and ate his food.
Yeah.
Mando! So, yeah. And she got to be at the fire because she was the leader.
Yeah.
She'd come up with the plan. She used her ship She helped them scale. None of them fell off like we thought they would.
Yeah.
The kid got returned.
Yeah, that was the first big tactical mistake for Vizsla there, that's for sure. He's usually pretty smart on the tactics, small unit tactics, but obviously it was his son, and so
yes, it was emotional for him. So as soon as he knew it was his son, he was like, I'm running in there, and he almost got eaten by babies.
That's
so
right. And the mommy.
That mommy spit the big Mando baby out. But as soon as Mando got back, he picked the baby up. He picked Grogu up. Because that's his son. I think he kind of thought about it when, that's his kid. He's got emotions for that little baby. And the baby will do whatever Mando wants him to do. Because they're really linked to each other. So, I really liked that episode.
Yeah.
Had a lot in it. You got what I would consider your 3 foundlings. You've got Bo-Katan, Grogu, and the foundling that is Vizsla's son. So, yeah. All these titles are becoming yes, that's the word. The titles are becoming multiply symbolic. They represent more than just one character. So, yeah. So we've got, I don't know if you consider that a one-off storyline.
It kind of was. I mean,
yeah.
But, there's obviously there's some developments here of the characters that we already know, but I wouldn't consider it, as contributing towards a larger theme or something like that. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they're going to bounce back and forth between these kind of like, more individual ones and, and more ones that are more kind of episodic.
Please give me more of the baby training.
Yeah.
That was the best. Oh my God. And he just stood there and he got hit by it and it was like, boom. Am I supposed to just stand here and take it? No, you have to shoot it. And Bo-Katan's like, he doesn't know how to shoot darts. Well, no, he doesn't. He didn't grow up with a little dart pack on his tiny fist. I don't even know how they made a dart pack that small.
Yeah.
But I think it was Bo-Katan put it on him.
Okay.
And then she did talk to him later, too, didn't she? She knelt down and said something to him.
Yeah, she's encouraged him.
Yes. So she's becoming kind of like Grogu's mommy.
Yeah.
It's so cute. But yeah, she's becoming more like involved in raising Grogu. That should be the title of another episode, Raising Grogu. So
2 Mandos and a baby.
Yeah, will we see Ahsoka again? Will we see will Grogu be able to explain what happened to him?
Well, when he develops language, I suppose that might happen.
Yeah, I don't know. But
now,
we get to see his little flashbacks, and as Ahsoka said, he has a lot of fear. A lot. So, besides having everyone die around him, what else happened to this little dude? Because, yeah, Mando's right when he said he's seen worse. Oh, yeah, Mando, and you don't even know. You have no idea what he's seen. So, yeah, he... although Ahsoka did say he grew up in the temple and escaped during Order 66, but didn't say how. So somehow, because she wasn't there, so
yeah. So she's hearing a story from somebody.
Well, yeah, she would have at some point, because she's not the only Jedi in the universe. So anyway, I liked that episode a lot. Big thumbs up. Please leave your comments so we could talk about them next episode, I hope. And subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye!